This is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I'm in my new playground. You gotta remember, I'm a city guy, so I mean a country guy, and so I'm kind of getting used to the city life and how it works. And we're on the roof of our building, and you can see. It's a lonely place. You know, with all these people, there's nobody up here on the roof. So you can see where they put their lines up, where they put their laundry up. But I think I want to make this my new playground. But anyway, what I want to talk about is more on the on touching the body. Now I don't know for a fact yet. I'm still trying to figure this out. But I don't know if this is part of my communications problems with my wife, or if everybody in general. I'm not clarifying all the stuff that I talk about. I don't know if people really understand that it works. Now, she's got me. Let's see. One time I had a stomach ache. Of course, I'm over here. I'm eating all kinds of weird stuff. And so I went from a stomach ache to couldn't function. And like an hour and a half later, I was okay. And what I did is cupping. I've talked about cupping. And I just did the cupping, and then bammo. I mean, here you go from, man, what a miserable day, to, wow, I mean, really good. Okay. And so she saw that. One time I had a cold coming, and I went through that. Took about maybe 2 days for that to get through. And after that is when I made the video about touching the body, checking the body by touch. That's when I made that series after that, because she had no idea how the body works, and that's why I made that video. And then now, yesterday or the day before, I messed up my knee, and I don't want to be a whiner. And but the thing is, it swelled up, and we go right back to what I talk about is touch. All you have to do, okay, in general, this is in general. You know the body. You have to know the body, what the temperature is on the body. And I can't say each person is different, but I run a little hotter than most people. And so all you have to do is when you touch me, you touch on both sides, like I made the video, and they should be the same. If they're not, you have a problem. And if it's colder than it should be, then you warm it up. If it's hotter than it should be, then you cool it down. That's the basics. Yeah, I mean, there's yes. What's the reason for it being hot? What's the reason for it being cold? That's another thing. Now that's going to start getting a little complicated. But when you put your hands on there, you ought to be able to feel this stuff, and you ought to be able to know what it is. And you take steps to fix it. And like I say, today my knee, so I must have messed up my knee some way or another. And man, I mean, it was bad, and it hurt. It was hard to walk. The pain was so much I couldn't eat. And then, so, you know, you always know that when people lose their appetite, you know there's something wrong too. So, but what she ended up doing, she was pretty cool because but I had to tell her all the time. I had to holler at her and you know, and have her come, and then I had to come, you know, touch me, you know. And like I said, we don't have good communication. So where are you going to touch? You know, where do you want me to touch you? I want you to touch me everywhere. That's the whole idea of this thing. And so that's what I'm talking about. She hasn't figured out touch. You can't touch the wrong spot. You know what I mean? Touch all over. And but she did find, but I knew my feet were cold, and I don't know why, but anyway, she did come up with a water bottle. I thought that was a good idea. Most people want to get an electric heat pad or I don't know, take aspirins or something. I don't know what people do, but she got a regular water bottle, like drinking plastic water bottle, and she put hot water in it. And then she wrapped it and stuck it in, and it was on my feet. And then, but I had to tell her, you know, touch my feet, you know. So, yes, she touched my feet, and then what it was the bottom of my feet, not the top of the foot, on the bottom of the foot. Why? I don't know. And it was on both of them, both feet. The bottom of the feet were cold. She heated that up, and she massaged it and stuff like that, and that was a good thing. I noticed when she massaged too. I thought it was odd when she massaged the side with my bad knee. My knee cracked, and I mean, it's not like she was massaging hard, but I was totally relaxed, and it cracked, and then bam, that was it. I mean, you're talking maybe an hour later, swelling came down, and pain was gone. But also, remember, I use the DMSO, I think that's what it is, and I had cups on my knee and on the lymph glands on the inside of my thigh. And because the lymph glands were doing their job, but I have to move the fluid out of the lymph glands. That's what the cupping is for. And you could feel that when and the same thing, she couldn't understand on touching the legs. You touch both legs, right? And then you touch one leg on the inside and the outside, and the top and the bottom, you know, the opposite sides and stuff like that. And this touching, for one thing, it's like a massage for one thing. So you're moving the fluid, like the lymph glands are supposed to be doing, but you're moving the fluid out of the lymph glands. And so, you know, I mean, you can't touch too much. So then that's what I'm saying. You got to do the touching. And all you have to do is just think, is this normal, or is this a little bit too hot or too cold? And I say, if it's now for me, what I do, because it just got a little hot, didn't get real hot, but it got a little hot, and that's what's swelling. It was the swelling. And I knew to put the cups on, and DMSO will move the fluid, and then everything will start getting better, you know. So, and it did. Like I say, I mean, I was doing good. So I'm not sure if when it was a cracked on my knee when she was massaging my foot did it, or the coldness on the bottom of my feet when that went away. I'm not sure why. And in natural medicine, there's a lot of things we don't know, and there's a lot of things we don't give a damn about. We just want bad stuff to go. And we try different things, and some of the things work, some of the things don't. But whatever doesn't work, it's not going to make you any worse. And like I say, she's from the medical, you know, she was a pharmaceuticus, whatever you call those people, handing out pills. And so I don't know if she just doesn't want to open her mind and realize how she is affecting my body when she touches and she does things like that. I don't know if she understands that or not. And that's what made me start thinking, I wonder if everybody's like that. I wonder, do people realize how much control we as people have over not only our body, but other people's body? And that's what I'm saying. That's why when I do classes and stuff, a lot of times I like doing man and wife, because they can take care of each other. They can touch each other. You know what I mean? It just, and the only way you learn is by touching. You have to do it. You have to put your hands on people. And like I say, even when, like I say, I give her kind of a half-assed massage every morning because I'm learning her body. I'm trying to find out exactly what's going on in her body. And so I'm finding all this stuff out. I can find out not only temperature, but as you do this more and more, you're going to start learning and understand the tightness of the muscles, and you'll be able to read things in that. You can tell something's not right. But like I say, if it's too hot, you get a washcloth, cold water, and put a washcloth on it. That'll bring the temperature down. And like what she did, if it's too cold, put the water bottle on there. And so, I mean, yeah, these are old, remember the old rubber water bottles? They have them on cartoons and stuff like that. I don't even know if you can get them anymore. But anyway, they knew what they were doing. This stuff works. And she just seems so out of touch. And she doesn't understand how much she can do. And I'm wondering, are all people like that? I mean, to me, there's no limits. I can do anything. I mean, there's very few things that I can't do. And the stuff that I can't do, I just leave it up to somebody else. It's no big. That's what teamwork is all about. You're not going to know everything, so, but you need to do what you got to do. And like I say, I don't do doctors, I don't do hospitals. Well, if you don't do, and you don't do medicine, if you don't do all this stuff, what do you do? I mean, I have people that tell me that they don't do that stuff. Well, yeah, so what do you do? How come you're not in good shape? Their diet's not right, they're not getting enough circulation in their body for whatever reason. But touch is a big thing. And it changes. And I told her before, and on the video I mentioned, you touch, maybe 10, 15 minutes later, you go back, touch again. Maybe 30, like me, I really wasn't sick. It was the pain thing. So you probably could have waited 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then go check again. And each time you check, you're learning. But if you don't touch, you don't do this stuff, you're not going to learn. So you got to do something. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.